Hi guys, Cynthia here, and today, we'll be doing some garden cleanup. I have to clean up my watermelon and things like that. We're going to be planting up some strawberries, and I'm not sure what else, but definitely cleaning a little bit here. We have hit several frosts, but everything is still looking quite green in this part of the garden. By the house, everything's like crisp and brown. So I'm just a little, I don't know, it's a little weird what's happening with all of that. Um, I, the video you saw yesterday is today also, so that's why I'm wearing the exact same thing. I decided to just film the potato video by itself because people like to see potatoes by themselves. So that is why I did that. Okay, now we are going to move the strawberries from this bed to that barrel. I have to get some soil to top it off. That soil is actually the leftover sweet potato soil, and I am going to top off the last, or the last 6 inches with some fresh soil. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I have biotone and some worm castings that my friend gave me. They're actually from his wife's worms. So I'm really excited about that. I used them when I planted the blueberry and the strawberry barrel. So this barrel, I think it's going to look really pretty. So I'm debating on what to do, or like where exactly to plant the strawberries. So let me place you here. Oh, the glare of the sun. Let's not place you there. Let's go this way. This is where I was thinking to put the strawberries. I think they would look nice here. Here are some carrots. Obviously, they're not going to stay carrots. I will be removing those. And here I just have the foliage of all of the sweet potatoes, just composting in there for now. I'm not going to remove it. In fact, I'm probably just going to let it die in there over the winter, and then I'll remove it after. So I was thinking strawberries over there, but I also wouldn't mind having strawberries over here. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and keep the strawberries where I thought they were going to be over there. I think that's the best bet for it. And I think it'll look good. Okay, let's just fill the rest of that up with soil. I just overthink everything. Are you guys like that? I think all gardeners are like that. Okay, let me go grab some soil and we'll start filling and transplanting these berries. Perfect. Leaves, yuck. Okay. So I did put a lot of soil in here because eventually it will fall through and kind of drop a little, and that's okay. Ooh, these are kind of liquidy. Ew! Just gonna mix those in. And then a ton of biotone. In fact, I'm just going to finish the bag. I'll mix that back in. So the type of strawberries that I have are seascapes. Now you can see they have a bunch of babies. I kept the babies on because when I transplanted them, I was concerned that they would die and they would need to be attached to a larger root ball. Now with strawberries, it's really important that you do not bury the crown of the fruit. It has to be above it. It could rot it out. It could not produce blooms. It could do a lot of things. So you just want to make sure that the crown is above. I'll bring you close so you can see. Do you see this? This is the crown. You want to keep that above soil level, just like that. And I will be heavy mulching it with straw. So it does look much higher than normal, but that's okay because the straw is going to come up all the way. And eventually these will sink. It's going to, kind of sink down and bury itself deeper. Now, I'm going to try to follow the roots. So like this one's shooting out this way, so I'm not going to plant it like this. I'm going to try to plant it exactly where it wants to sit. So this one has, there it is. So I'm going to try to plant it just exactly where it would like to be. You see that? And I'm trying not to bury the crown. Now, hopefully these all take. I think the mother plant lasts for 2 years and then she'll die back. And I have so many strawberries that I'm going to pack this out because who knows, they might die over the winter. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen. Now, if you want to secure that they don't like pop up, you can put, garden staples in. I'm not going to do that. And I'm just going to just plant it in willy-nilly for now, just all over the place. Again, making sure that the crown is above. I probably should clean all of that up. Yeah, let me get some scissors and clean this up. All right, guys. So I know this looks kind of wild, but majority of this straw is going to fly away in the breeze in the winter. I will probably have to restraw this in the spring, and I want to make sure that it's insulated. I do not want, you know, I'm trying to keep them alive as much as possible. I'm just going to keep the Seascape tag right in here. All right, let's move on. So this next thing that I'm just going to cut out is this cucumber. This was a unagi cucumber. I really liked this cucumber. It is self-fertile. Oh, I just cut a zinnia. That's fine too. This unagi it was awesome. I got lots of cucumbers from here, and it's self-fertile, which I absolutely love. So that's awesome. That is the only thing I kind of wanted to get off of this bed because it was just so crunchy and nasty. And we are going to move on to the other strawberry, the other melon, and cucumber. So I got one cantaloupe this year, and obviously this cute little baby that I'm just going to cut off right now. I'm going to cut into it too to see if anything's in there. Kind of hard, I'm not sure, but how cute is that? I definitely will start my seeds earlier next year, and hopefully I will get something. This bed is completely overrun with marigolds. Truly, it's kind of crazy what's going on here. And I don't like to have it this dense because it makes me feel like there could be a critter in here living. And it looks like I have like something that dug into the soil, which I don't like. Oops. Ew. It's slimy. I have to figure out a way to make this more secure. I'm thinking about getting like the U-shaped kind of brackets and drilling them into the bed. You know what? Let's get rid of all the marigolds in here, and then I will pull the leeks out also. Something dug around in here, which is not good. I think it was a squirrel. I have lots of squirrels that are currently opening all of the black walnuts that are falling from the tree. So I'm almost certain it is squirrels doing it because it's not going really deep or anything. It's just like very superficial. I'm going to leave the truffula gomphrena because it's so pretty. I love truffula pink gomphrena. I'm definitely going to grow it in more places next year. Look at this marigold. It is huge. Ooh. I'm cutting it at the stem and leaving the roots in the ground. Oh, my eggplant. Let's get rid of that guy too. Oh, look. There's a few eggplants in there. Oh, I am going to keep those. These are fairy tale eggplants. They're so beautiful and delicious. Look at that. 3 eggplants I didn't even know I had. Oh my. Some of these roots on the, what are these called? Are so big. Ah, marigolds, my goodness. They're very pretty though. Marigolds are so beautiful. They help deter pests. So that's always good. Make sure that you take all of your tags out of your beds. You don't want to leave plastic everywhere. Plus, I wrote the date of everything that I grew and when I grew it. So it's kind of nice to, have them as a reference. Leeks. Lots of leeks. Oh no. Yeah, something dug around my leeks. Ew. They're mushy. Well, this one's good. Look at this leek. We're going to eat this one. This one's good. The other one's nasty. Oh, this one's nasty too. Are any other ones good? Ugh, they're slimy. This one's good. We'll keep this one. Oh my. I thought that was a leek root, not a whole marigold. I did harvest some leeks already, so it's not for naught, or throwing these away is not like the end of it. I did have a lot of leeks this year. The leek smells so good. I'm going to go ahead and, oh my. Let's just clean all of this up. Oh my, I forgot these are attached. Oh gosh. There we go. These I will be reusing for the perimeter of the garden. I just put these in here because prior to having the fence, I had something come up and eat everything out of this. Not everything, but they really did a number on it. Uh, so I decided to buy these, and they really helped. Like nothing jumped in or anything like that, uh, which was really cool. Oh no. Okay, that's okay. It's very important that we remove the oyas from the bed and the gardening in minutes. Oops. This is from the company Grow Oya. It's a very big one. It does a 4 foot by 4 foot circumference for watering. And this bed is a 4 by 2. So that helps. So it did help a lot. I think next year I want to put 2 in each bed. I think having more water is better. So you want to make sure that you clean your oyas. I'm going to empty it out also. Oh, there's a lot of water in there. Kind of shocked I haven't put water in the oil in weeks. So that's pretty cool. Just throwing everything back in here, letting it compost in. Actually, let's just get rid of the truffula. I don't know why I thought I was going to keep it. It was fun. It was a good thought. Let's cut her out. So that's good. Now I can put one bed to sleep, which is excellent. Look at that. I do want to move the trellis, but I can't move it because the other side is still bright green, and I'm going to let that die back a little bit before I go ahead and move it. All right. I'm actually really pleased that I have one bed cleaned up. I should probably remove this. Ugh, it's just hard for me to do it. I need muscle. That's okay. I'll leave the gardening in minutes in here for now until the tomatoes die back, because I want to move everything anyhow. I'm not going to take it apart, possibly get dirt in here, like inside of the tubes. I don't want to do that by taking it apart because it's like the soil's really moist and my hands are really dirty. So we'll just wait. And yeah, one garden bed down. Cool. We're just going to leave it like this. Once I, what am I trying to say? Once I go ahead and, ooh, a stink bug, get the heck out of here. Once I am able to move all of this and everything else, I will be coming in with leaves, and I always dump a ton of leaves on all of my bed just to protect them over the winter. But I'm glad, guys. We've got one bed down. We've got the strawberries planted. Everything else looks pretty good. So I will not be cleaning any of that stuff up right now. I should go ahead and try to remove my oyas from the bed. My only concern with doing that is disturbing the roots of all the plants that are still trying to make it. I don't think that it's going to get below 20 degrees anytime soon, so I'm not too concerned about them cracking, but I do have a concern. So a part of me is like, do I try to pull them out? I'm going to give them another week before I try to pull out my oyas. Oh, roly poly. Okay, look at this. One bed done, strawberries in. I'm feeling really, really good. Let me show you the strawberries one more time and just give you a little like look of what's going on. So I don't have a compost bin. A lot of the times what I do is I throw all of my scraps, unless they're like a tomato or anything that's like can harbor disease or anything that looks weird and spotty. I put it inside. I have like a kangaroo bag. I have one that I use every day and the one that I keep like scraps in. And I just wait until they get really crispy and crunchy. And I normally throw them in the bottom of a barrel or in the bottom of a garden bed. And then I plant above it. Now, what I might do is let this get all crunchy and just throw it on top of this bed later if I don't want to use leaves. But I tend to always use leaves. Let me turn you guys around and show you what the garden is looking like. So here's the messy state of the garden. I'm feeling some sense of like relief because things are looking pretty good, pretty good. These beds are nearly full. They will definitely drop over the winter. So I'm, you know, knowing that I have to, fill them anyway. And you always want to fill it with like fresh soil. You know, you never just want to continue to use old soil unless you're going to really, really amend. Here are the strawberries. The strawberries look really good. Now they are heavily mulched, and that's okay. Eventually the mulch will fly away. All these things will happen. So I wanted to make sure that, you know, I give them like a good start. But right now it's starting to feel like fall, which is sad, but I'm also happy. So weird. I love fall, but I hate that the garden goes away. It becomes such a big part of your identity all spring and summer and even winter when you're starting seeds. So it's really bittersweet. It's like, oh, okay, I get to rest, but it's like I feel like I want more time in the garden. Plus, things are still looking really, really fresh. I'm very shocked, and I don't know why it's different from the house garden. But look at this. Everything is looking great. And look at even this. Like, look at how crazy this is. Look at all of these blooms, pepper blooms. It's amazing. I almost like wish that I had more time, but that's okay. What else can we do? I think this is it for today's video. I am going to collect some of the marigold seed heads, but yeah, very pleased. Very, very pleased. So that's it, guys. This is today's video. Just a little bit of a cleanup. Um, just happy I can get some stuff done. This time of year is kind of strange. I have a lot of things that I want to transplant, but I thought that maybe I'll wait for the spring because I'm just really busy right now with like work and everything else. So I'm concerned that if I transplant something now that I won't be able to care for it. Like, making sure that it's watered and so on and so forth. But also, we've been getting some really, really deep freezes. And I don't want anything to not make it. So there's lots of things. Like, I want to transplant some hydrangeas, some boxwoods. I have a lot of things that I need to do, but I'm definitely going to leave that for the spring. And the rest of the season is going to be cleanup, dealing with the greenhouse, which we're going to start here soon at the end of this month because some space is going to be freed up for me and Mark. And the weather's getting cooler, so it's going to make it a little bit more tolerable. Let's just say that. But anyway, guys, I am going to leave the video here. I want to say thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, please like it. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I'd love to have you. And remember, if you didn't get it done today, there is always tomorrow. Thanks for watching.